time frame given to you to stay in that country and you went beyond that time, it is considered as what? An overstay. Now that alone, even if the visa is not expired, but you are given 10 days to stay in that tourist visa and you stay beyond the 10 days, it's a red flag to them. It tells about the person, your compliance with their rules. Now, entry and exit behavior, they see how you come in and how you go out. Do you leave on time? Do you enter at the deadline of your entrance expectation? And do you leave before or after your expected day of exit? They look at those things. They consider those things. They look at your behavior, your entry and your exit behavior. They look at it. These are things that they consider when you are applying for a new visa. They look at your activities in your previous travels. It plays a long role. Sometimes it's not really a demon. Let me put it that way. Some people always consider that the devil is against you. Some spirits are actually fighting against you traveling. It's not really that. Sometimes your past experience, your past stays, your record of your past travels tells a lot of your person. If you keep the rules, if you abide by rules or not. Your travel history reflects your immigration credibility. Your travel history reflects your immigration credibility. And that's what travel history is all about. It reflects your immigration credibility. Can they trust you? Can they trust you? Will you leave when you're supposed to leave? Or will you have an overstay? Because when you have overstay, you're going to give fine. They'll give you fine. You're going to pay some fine. You're going to pay some fine. Of course, they know if you have an overstay, it means you are illegal. And because you are illegal, you have issues with work. You have issues with survival. So when you have issues with work and survival, it means you're going to constitute nuisance to the community, to the country, to the community where you are staying. So your travel history reflects your immigration credibility. They want to be sure of who they are issuing visas to. A lot of us know about credit, all these credit loans, right? Credit loans. We all know that credit loans has your credit history, right? Now, before they will give you a credit loan, they look at your history. If you've been paying on time, they will give you. But if they find out that you're having bad credit records, they will refuse you. It is the same application to visa history. They check your travel histories. Now, let's go to the next slide. What travel history shows? What travel history shows? Now, your travel history demonstrates one, respect for immigration laws. Your travel histories demonstrate your respect for immigration laws. It shows how much you respect their immigration laws. Two, it shows your return behavior after travel. How often do you exit? Do you exit on time or you exit after your time? Your return behavior after travel. And two, your financial stability. They check, because especially this goes more for those who go on tourist visa. It goes more, it applies more for tourist visa applicants. Your financial stability, they check it. Is there consistency in your financial stability? Or there's a checking? They check your past records, your predictability. How can they predict you? Are you predictable? That's another thing they look at. Are you predictable? Are they sure? Can they predict that when he goes out, he will definitely come back? Can they predict your travel? Can they predict your movement? Are they sure? Are you reliable? Are you reliable? That's another thing they look at. Are you reliable? So, being an applicant, you must be reliable. You've got to be reliable. They should be able to predict you. But when he goes, he will actually, from your past records, from your past travel history, they get to know. He went out, he went to Dubai, okay, he left this month, he came out this month, he was able to travel, he was able to exit on time, okay, they will look again and see, okay, they should be, from your past records, they should be able to predict the kind of things you will do if you will actually leave on time or not. Now, also low migration risk. They want to be sure that you have a low migration risk, in a sense that if you are moving, are you migrating? Is your migration to the country at a very high risk? Should they be able to allow you to that country? You're coming to the country, is it risky or is it safe? Because I don't know, some of us, if we understand what happened in the US. Let's see what happens in the US. Now, you know, when Trump came in, before the coming of Trump, the Biden administration allowed lots of people to come in, right? They allowed lots of people come in, and by so doing, there were a lot of things that happened. Some people were this, some people were that. You know, a lot of things happened. Now, when Trump came in, what he did was to quickly work on the migration issue in his country. So what he did was to track down those who came in illegally. So there are a lot of risks. There are a lot of, robbery, insecurity in the country. But a lot of people from different countries flocked into the country, so that they are trying to reduce the risk. So that there are times when people come to the country, you overstay. You have to survive. And because of trying to survive, you venture into things you are not supposed to venture into. So it creates a high risk of bringing you into the country. That's a low immigration risk. They want to demonstrate low immigration. There must not be risk in bringing you to the country. Is it risky? And also, it demonstrates your personal credibility, your person. They want to know who you are. They want to know who you are. The next slide, please. They want to know who you are. Now, the visa officer's core question. Now, we've been able to understand what travel history is and what is expected, what it does, what it demonstrates, the essence of travel history, what it's all about. Now, we're going to look at the visa officer's core question. Whenever you go to an interview, there's a question that will ask you. Now, visas operate on risk. Their main questions or concerns include the following. 1. Will this person return home? Will this person return home? They want to be sure if you will return home. They want to be sure. That's what goes on in their mind. Will this applicant return to his country? Like I said, this question is more applicable to who? To tourist applicants. Whenever you stand before a visa officer, what he wants to have, what he has at the back of his mind is, will this applicant return back to his country? So someone told me some time ago, and he told me that he had all the money, his account was okay, blah blah blah. He had all this, he had everything set up, blah blah blah. And I asked him, were you able to convince them that they're coming back home? He said, that is the problem. They don't care how much you have, really. But when it comes to tourist visa, they want to be sure you are coming back home. Something must be put. There must be a family connection that will bring you back home, an investment that will bring you back home, a family tie, a tie back home. Will this applicant return home? As long as it's tourist visa, even if it is a visiting visa, they want to have at the back of them. They want to be convinced that you're coming back to your country. And 2, they have a strong travel history. When you have a strong travel history, you have a low risk. Now, what do I mean by this? Strong travel history. For instance, let's say you traveled to Kenya, you came back. You traveled to Ghana, you came back. You traveled to Dubai or tourist visa, you came back. You traveled to let me look at our country, Bangladesh, you came back. You traveled to another country, you came back. They look at the fact that everywhere you went to, you came back. If you have a good strong travel history, that everywhere you went to, there were no issues. Especially those who, even those who went for a work visa. Let me give you an instance. For instance, the UAE. Now, the reason I like using the UAE is because UAE is very vast. and their laws are very strict. At the same time, they're more practical. Then how do I mean? Now, when you travel to the UAE and you obtain